Hi there, my name is Chris Goldring. I'm the course organiser of the Drug Safety of Stem Cells safescimet course in Liverpool. This is November 2012 and I'm sitting in front of one of the students whose name is Enrique Graziano, and Enrique works at Amiral in Barcelona in Spain. I'm just going to ask a couple of questions of Enrique. The course has just finished, it's Friday afternoon, and I'll start by asking the first question to Enrique, which will be, how did you find the course, and do you think the course fulfilled your expectations before you came here?
Yeah, in fact I have found the course extremely interesting.
Great.
It's been really informative because first I will say that the quality of the speakers have been top class.
Right.
And also I can say that it has been, I mean, they have covered I would say the whole spectrum of the matters that really could interest someone who's from outside the field and really want to enter it in order to make perhaps in the future interesting contributions. So we covered, from technical matters, of course the definition of which is the area that we want to explore, and also regulatory matters, which are extremely important if you really want to make something that goes beyond academia. Talking particularly, about applications for human use, in therapies or testing of testing materials, also for developing drugs, even if they are not directly ESLs or IPS. So I really consider it to be top class.
Thank you very much, Enrique. That's very kind and that's very, very useful feedback. So, what would you recommend for the next time that we run this course, which we foresee probably in 2 years' time? What would you recommend that we could do differently? And this may be, for example, any issues, any particular parts of the field of safety assessment using stem cells. Do you think that we could? What would you like?
Okay, perhaps there are a couple of things. One is a bit practical, and another is a bit like philosophical.
Yes, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Regarding the practical one, something that has been very good about the course is that it was very thorough, as I said. It is a 5 days course, and each day has a significant, load of content that the student has to digest, and so on. But for people who come from abroad, it's not very, very convenient to start on Monday and end on Friday, unless we have a way in which we can really, fly here on Monday and leave on Friday or something. I know that this is not really related to the content of the course, but it really affects probably, the total cost that is associated with it, especially taking into account that, money is always scarce when people have to,
Yeah, there's time. I think there's an issue that we discussed as well about professional time and personal time, your family time as well. And so
this is
we will certainly, that's right.
And let's say the more philosophical one is, I would recommend that you consider carefully about where you want to go with this course in terms of going to a 100% theoretical course, or a course that is more, focusing concepts in ideas and potential, uses for the future and so on, or if you want to give it more, let's say, hands-on experience. Because there have been a small component of practice, but if you want to make it, more relevant in terms of practice, you have to potentiate a lot that part. Because as if it is now, it's probably very interesting for someone who has never worked at all in a lab and never had any experience with cells and so on, or it's otherwise not very interesting because anybody who has had some experience in the lab already
Yes.
know how to culture cells,
Yes,
how to make,
yes, yeah.
stainings and so on.
Yeah. So that's really good. Right. So that's a very good point. Yeah. So what we think
for
about.
example, my case, at this moment I'm not working in a laboratory, but I did. The kind of
Yes.
things that I have been shown, I did it.
You've done it many times
Tons of
before.
times.
Okay, then that's really important. Okay, that's very useful. So we'll think about that for next time. That's perfect. Just a final, very small question at the end. Would you, the way the course is currently run, or if we, for example, take on yours and other people's feedback and we evolve the course a little bit in the future, would you recommend the course to colleagues and friends in France?
100%, of course.
Okay.
Has been very, very, as I said, extremely interesting, very useful, and I think it's a wonderful introduction to this field, and it gives also the potential to initiate a network of relationships.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. And a point I don't
we had the
think we
opportunity to meet one of the main members of MHRA who is working in this area.
Yeah.
And also other, people working in regulations
Yes.
for Germany, for example,
Yeah.
and people working, in top class work with ESL. So I think that no one can complain about that.
Enrique, thank you very much for your time.
It's a pleasure.